Today I'd like to offer the RAIN meditation. This is a meditation for working with difficulties. The RAIN technique is a simple yet highly effective way of tuning into our inner world and creating a pause between the stimulus of the outside world and our reaction. This pause is the true purpose of meditation. RAIN is an acronym that was created more than 25 years ago by meditation teacher Michael McDonald for a practice specifically geared to ease emotional confusion and suffering. When a negative or agitated feeling arises, we pause and remember the 4 steps cued by the acronym and begin to pay attention to what is happening for us. R. Recognize what is happening. With this, we acknowledge consciously the thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that are affecting us. Mindfulness of body sensations, emotions, and thoughts can raise awareness that we are experiencing stress, disease, or suffering. A. Simply pause with the intention to relax our resistance to the experience. Letting our experience, including thoughts, emotions, and feelings, be just what it is, without pushing anything away. Between what happens and how we react to it, there is a space, however small. Allowing is relaxing into the presence of what is difficult without reacting to it. I. Investigate. Being curious yet compassionate for ourselves and simply noticing how we feel and react to a stimulus or trigger. Asking questions like, what do I believe about this? How does it make me feel? Or what does it need? N. Non-identification or natural awareness, which comes from not identifying or getting caught up in the experience. This step is the best one. We simply rest in our own natural loving awareness, and to get here, the other steps have to be intentionally completed. When beginning to work with the RAIN meditation, you'll choose a situation to work with. Be aware that to begin this practice, you shouldn't choose something that is traumatic or will bring on a panic. Practice with something that doesn't feel overwhelming to you right now. You want to sit down and close your eyes and make sure that you've taken a good seat, that you're comfortable. Now direct your attention to your breathing. Be aware of every breathing in and breathing out. Recognize. Now take a minute to scan and see what you are feeling and experiencing right now. Maybe fear or anxiety or something else. Recognize what you are feeling. Visualize the circumstances surrounding this right now. What is the setting? Does it involve another person? Noticing whatever is predominant, think about a word that describes this emotion or feeling in your mind. Is it worry, anger, or stress? Do you feel muscle tightness somewhere or butterflies? A. Allowing. Just pause and notice what is happening without judgment. Imagine that your inner wisdom says, this belongs here right now. Or just be with it, like riding a wave in the ocean. If you can allow for just a moment, this gives you time to investigate. To investigate, you might notice where you feel this in your body. Maybe your chest, throat, or belly, or somewhere else. You might ask yourself, what are my beliefs around this? Are you judging yourself or someone else harshly? What are you anticipating about the future? Are you worried that something bad will happen or something will be lost? How do you feel that in the body? Whatever comes up, this will help you see how your body experiences that. Maybe you clench your teeth or jaw. Maybe you feel it in your shoulders. You may find it helpful to place your hand over where you feel that emotion or feeling in the body. So many of us are detached from these feelings in our bodies. We walk around all day in our heads, never even feeling our bodies. It can be a process to begin to notice this in our bodies. If it is only a vague feeling, notice that. Start small, and over time, this will become more real for you. Just invite the feeling in to be felt. And invite whatever vulnerability that you are experiencing in to just be noticed. Exploring all of this with interest and compassion. How does it feel living in this body right now? As you investigate, just allowing it to be there. Can you feel the edges of it? Or can you feel deep in the center of it? Surrendering to it by just noticing and allowing without judgment. Asking the vulnerable part of you, how can I be with you? Or what do you most need right now? Move into natural loving awareness and imagine that you can listen from that place in you that is the wise old sage. Or if it is easier to feel this from a relative or a friend who you know loves you, or maybe a spiritual presence. Whatever works for you. What do you need? Is it love, acceptance, forgiveness, connection, or maybe truth? Imagining that presence bathes that part of you in whatever it needs, whether it's love, compassion. Imagine that love and acceptance pouring in and washing over you, and feeling it as it happens. Let your deepest intention be to let that vulnerable place in you be washed in love, light, and warmth, whatever it needs. Now notice the quality of presence that you have right now, relaxing into it, taking in this wonderful feeling of love and equanimity. Notice your state of mind and how you feel after this meditation. Now finally notice the difference between the agitated version of yourself that you started with and the version of yourself that now has more spaciousness, openness, and loving presence.